Good afternoon, Dr. Chris Baker here. Well, I was sitting here just talking to Claude, my husband, having just come home from getting my hair cut, trimmed, whatever, frou-frued as we call it, and having a pedicure. You know, women have to have manis and pedis, manicures, pedicures. So what I was talking about is something that is going to absolutely relate to what we dentists do in our practices. So here's what I want to tell you. Well, first of all, I've been going to this particular salon. Oh, and by the way, here in Abu Dhabi, they are called Saloon, S-A-L-O-O-N. I believe that they don't have a sound for one O or something, anyway, but they don't have saloons with liquor, so they have saloons that are salons. Anyway, side note. So here's the deal. I've been going to this particular salon for several years, and it's wonderful. I have my favorite people. I have my favorite pedicurist. I have my favorite hair lady. Wonderful. So about 3 or 4 days ago, I had this appointment for a couple weeks. I get a call, and I see on my missed calls that the salon had called me. I'd been with patients. That was the last thing I was going to do, worry about what they needed, because I thought, oh, they're confirming early, but that's fine. Well, a couple days go by, and I get another call. This time I'm available. I answered. I see that it's the salon, and I say hello, and the lady proceeds to say, very pleasant. She said, "Hi, Dr. Chris. I've been trying to call you. We've been trying to reach you. I called you, and my colleague tried to call you." And I'm thinking, I got one call, but anyway. I said, "So what's up?" She said, "Well, we've had a fee increase." I don't know if she said fee increase, price increase, you know. She said, "And I wanted to let you know." And I said, "Oh, what is the increase?" And she told me all about it. And I said, "Thank you for letting me know." And it turned out that the fee increase raised the hair price for the service I was having from, I believe it had been 150 dirhams, which is about $40, and to 250 dirhams. And I said, "Wow, that's a pretty big increase." And she said, "Yes, ma'am, and just wanted to let you know. Is okay with you?" I said, "Yes, that'll be fine. I will see you on Saturday." So we hung up. When I got to the salon today, my favorite haircutting lady, whose name is Nicole, wonderful, she said, "Did you get the call about the price increase?" And I said, "Yes, I did." And she said, "Because I've had a couple people really mad. And a couple of our clients," she said, "I had my colleague," and they tend to call each other's teammates colleagues in this country, a very British kind of terminology. And she said, one of my colleagues' customers said she's never coming back here. And I said, "Well, money is a funny thing for people. You know, money is something that none of us think we have enough. We'd always like to have more, and we have to budget it, and we have to make it work. So sometimes that can trigger some pretty intense emotional reactions." But I said, "You know, it's more than that." I said, "Nicole, let me tell you about it." Now, she was not the one who necessarily was going to take this message back to the supervisory people, but I wanted to tell them about it. So I tell her about it. So I explained to her, I said, "This salon is part of a chain, by the way, of 20-something. I said, "The point of having this business is to provide services for people, to care for people, think about dentistry, right? To develop relationships, because people keep coming back for the services over and over, and more services. And it is also there then to make money. It's a business." Well, so all of those things are part of what it's there to do. Now, if you leave any of those things out, let's say you leave out the part about providing services, it won't make money. Let's say you leave the part out about relationship, it won't make as much money. People won't be as happy. This is very important to us in dentistry. Let's say you leave the part out about making money and they don't have a fee increase, or they're chicken to do it, because it's hard, as you well know sometimes, to tell your patients. All of these factors are important. However, I said to Nicole, think about how it could have been done. There are several ways. First of all, let's talk about my phone call. I said the lady that called me was very pleasant. She was very appropriate. She told me the story. I understood. I was informed, and I came. However, when she said, "I've been trying to call you," my first thought was, first of all, trying to call me. I did get one call. I didn't say any of this. I did get one call on my missed calls, which is fine. And she said, I'm trying to call you, and my colleague even tried to call you. Well, either she meant she called the one time, and her colleague had said that she would try or had tried and didn't, or I didn't see the missed call, which I went back and looked and I didn't see anything but one, but that was a very poor way to start. How might she have started? She might have started by saying, Dr. Chris, I'm calling you because I know you have an appointment on Saturday, and I wanted to tell you we've had a price increase on that service for your hair, and it's going from this price to this price, and I wanted to be sure you were informed, and I hope that's okay for you. We look forward to seeing you. I know Nicole will look forward to seeing you as well. That would have been much better. But that's not how it felt to me. How it felt to me was that I was almost being fussed at for not calling them back. In fact, I do believe she said something about that. You know, you didn't call us back, so we wanted to call you again. Fine, but my feeling was I don't want to be fussed at. So that's something I learned from this situation. Then I got to talking with Nicole, my hair cutting person, and I said to her, so let's think about some other things here. And I was talking to Claude about it, and I'm going to even bring in some more things that I didn't even say to Nicole. First of all, how about if, since I had already scheduled that appointment, my price for today was what it normally would have been, and at the appointment they say, by the way, we've had a fee increase. We honored you with the old price because you had made the appointment. Think of the difference. Think of how I'm feeling right now. Now, I know you in dentistry, like myself, would never even consider raising a fee after a patient's been given a treatment plan, so to speak, or an appointment for a procedure, so to speak. They know the fee. But bear with me here, because the reality is this is a haircutting place. Think of how I would have felt, how the customer would have felt if someone said, we wanted to let you know about it, but you're here and you scheduled before the increase, so we're going to honor the old price, and next time it'll be X amount. I think that would have felt very different, don't you? On top of that, think about how when I went in there, I would have felt if they had said, by the way, thank you for taking our call the other day. It was so nice to get to talk to you and let you know what was going on. Anything like that. So relationship had not been successful, although I already have a relationship with these people that I work with there. I love Nicole. I love her whole presentation and the service that she provides. I love Jocelyn, who does my pedicure. I go, and I told them this, I go for them because A, the service is fantastic from them, and B, I like them very much. So I am already bonded in relationship. However, the company didn't do a very good job for me. What does all this have to do with you and with dentistry? Well, can you see it? It has to do with the fact that, remember, we are there to provide a service. I know it's medical, dental, I understand that. It's still a service. Caring for our patients, and we are there to form a relationship because that's really what they came wanting. Every single patient. Unless they're there to try to get drugs. Okay, I'll leave that out. I guess there are a couple of exceptions. And finally, we are there to make money in our business. Because if we want to do missionary work, we can go do that. But our business is not missionary work, okay? Unless we choose to treat a patient for free or whatever. So what is happening here in dentistry? We need to think about the fact that we are providing a service in caring for them the way they want. And secondly, that we are in relationship. And thirdly, don't give up your money. You're there to make money. But think about how you present things like a fee increase, how you present issues about money. If you can give them a little something, for example, for me, we honored you with this fee because that's how you scheduled at this point, that would be something they could give me. You can give it to your patients by saying to them, you've gotten in here and gotten your treatment plan all set before our fee increase, if that's true. That's giving them something. That's making them happier. That's bonding with them, giving them something in relationship. So I just thought about it. Here I am with my haircut, and everything good to go. And it made me think, as Claude and I were talking, how important it is for us to realize how similar it is to what we're doing and how important it is to keep all of this in mind. So that's it for today. Signing off.